This is why you shouldn't sleep in hostels with common dining rooms.
Oh, no bread. Nothing left. Not even any coffee.
But later the hostess did bring a good breakfast. Today I made a respectable 458 kilometres. Unusual props to get people to stay in the hotel. I smelt this fire before I saw the smoke. Smells like home. Approaching the town of Tres Corações, which means 3 hearts, I saw a statue to my left which I didn't pay much attention to, but when I looked it up later, it was a statue to Pelé, the greatest soccer player of all time, who was born in that town. Riding into Tiradentes, I found many of the pousadas were full or could only give me a shared room. I also noticed my shock absorbers wearing out. I'm starting to kangaroo hop. Finally found lodgings here, in the Posada Tiradentes. Tiradentes is situated on the eastern slopes of a solitary mountain range, the Serra da São José, whose spring waters are rich in magnesium and naturally radioactive. The town got its name from this man, Joaquim José da Silva Xavier, one of the first rebels to agitate for independence from Portugal after they increased mining taxes. Held prisoner for 3 years, he was eventually hung, drawn and quartered, and his body parts spread across the region. His nickname was Tiradentes, which means tooth puller, because he was at one time an orthodontist. It certainly looks to me like colonial time has stood still in this part of Brazil. It wasn't long before I found out why all the pousadas were full. Tiradentes was about to have its annual motorbike rally, one of the largest in South America. I actually saw a few of the early birds on the road today. Yesterday this place was closed. I hope it's open today. Yes! Actually, this is the first purely motorbike-only museum I've ever been in, and it's got some really classic gems here. What's that? It says Rokon 90cc USA 1976 two-wheel drive, used a lot in the 1970s by farmers and the American Army. I can think of a few times I would have liked a bike like that.
Well, look at the sprocket on it. Whoa. No Australian ones. Not that I can see. Aha! That was my first bike. I had a blue one. or very similar, two-stroke. A Zondap. Shaft drive too.
Just as I was leaving, I found the curator of the museum wanted to interview me about Aguai.
Olá, gente. Estamos aqui com o Gringo Loco aqui, o Glenn, que veio da Austrália. Tá rodando aí pela América do Sul. Já rodou quantos mil quilômetros? 68.800. 680 mil quilômetros. É o Gringo Loco. Veio conhecer o Museu da Moto. Say hello to Brazil. Hello. Bom dia. Tira uma foto agora, será? De comprido. É o Gringo Loco. Beleza.
The next day, I made 321 kilometres to Paraopeba, where I was again asked for photo apps, stickers, etc. Then I made my way the short 211 kilometres northeast to Diamantina. Deep in the heart of the Serra Espinhaço mountain range. Parts of this road rise above 1400 metres. No wonder it's cold. Today ended up being one of my least enjoyable entries into a town. What's that guy going on about? Oh, my bag! Nah, too steep. Let's look what's down here. That looks interesting. Unlike many other Latin American cities, Diamantina is not laid out in a grid pattern and is full of steep, winding, narrow cobblestone streets. It's more like a plate of spaghetti. Nothing here. Oh man, I'm really feeling these cobblestones, my spongy shock absorber. Feels like the clutch is slipping. Now I think I'm really lost. These roads definitely weren't designed for dual lane traffic. I give up looking for a hotel in the centre. I'm going to head up back on the main road, look up there. Finally, the back wheel felt so dodgy I decided to pull over and take a look at it, and yes, the sprocket bolts were loose again. I finally found lodgings at this truck diner, and they had a great bistro as well. Speaking of tooth pullers, where's Tiradentes when you need him?